Hey, what's going on, people? And we're back again, top of the morning. I'm here with the lovely Charlie. Charlie, how you been?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right, man. I'm all right today. The weather's crap, but what can we do?
It's all right. We're locked down. Where are we going?
I know where we going anyway. What's still open?
Um, Essential stores. So I'm guessing supermarkets, that type of thing.
Okay, fair enough. I haven't been watching what Boris has to say. I'm just waiting to see what everybody else is on.
Right.
One of them ones there still. 1 minute we're in, next minute we're out. I don't really know. You know what I mean? So it's all good.
Well, how do you feel about lockdown? Because I don't know how I feel. I feel very split, very 50-50. Like, this is just very controversial at this point.
Lockdown for me, it just seems like there's a greater, like, I mean, this is great distraction for all of us, for whatever it is they're trying to do. Like, I believed it for like a month, and after that, that was it.
Mm,
After a
See,
month,
I think there's something going around. I do believe that.
yeah,
Um, the symptoms are very, very, very similar to the flu,
yeah,
which obviously coronavirus is an adapted version of flu.
mm,
I'm not a scientist, so don't quote me on that. But at the same time, I kind of feel like this whole counting all the deaths during this time as COVID deaths, when actually they're not COVID deaths.
exactly,
That
exactly.
that that right there was something like, hold on a minute,
That's
are
a
we getting
joke.
away with this? Are we actually letting them do that? It's a bit mad.
I had somebody explain to me that they lost somebody during COVID and they didn't die of COVID, but the only way they was able to get the death certificate done was to say that the person died of COVID. They're registering a lot of deaths, right? Saying that they're COVID deaths and the person never actually died of COVID.
See?
And I just think that's mad
Crazy.
controversial.
It's actually crazy. And you could, like, a lot of people are dying of pneumonia.
Yeah.
Did you know? So pneumonia is actually when your lungs fill up and you become suffocate. You suffocate from
Yeah.
whatever it is up your lungs. So
Mhm.
I know they're saying that COVID is causing the
Hey,
lungs to
Dr.
become
Charlie. Hey,
scarred.
Dr. Charlie. You know
No,
the
no, no, no,
you know
no,
the
no. I'm not.
times. You know the times when the thing
Yeah,
is
I'm not a doctor.
Dr.
I
Charlie.
don't. I've not studied for long enough. Like,
My
I've not even
God.
studied medicine. But I'm just saying, like, you'll have to do our research and be clued up. But
Mm,
I kind of feel like, pneumonia is something that you can get from the normal flu.
yeah.
So who knows at this rate? Like, I don't know, and I don't know who to trust, and I don't know what to believe because it's just too much propaganda. And I'm guessing that a lot of other people are in this boat, feeling like, what is actually really going on here? And
Mm.
you touched on something when you mentioned that there's are they covering other things that are going
Yeah, of
on?
course.
And it's mad. There's been changes to our human rights when it comes to vaccines.
Yeah, you were saying, like, can you
Yeah, so
can you
I mean,
elaborate on that?
well, I don't have it in front of me, but
Okay,
do
cool.
go and look on the government website because
Okay.
I don't want to spread lies now.
Fake news, like Donald Trump's fake news, fake news.
It's too much. It's too much. But go and look on the government website and actually
Yeah.
Google the changes with vaccinations and stuff. So things that I have seen are
Mm.
they're changing who can administer vaccines. They've changed the fact that vaccines need to be accredited. They need to be licensed.
Mm.
Now they don't. So we can literally, because you know how the COVID vaccine, it can't be licensed because it's not accurate. Like, it's not actually it's not passing through all the tests quick enough.
Oh, right,
And actually,
okay.
it takes a long time to kind of verify these things, and we don't have a
Mm.
long time with
Mm.
COVID. So their excuses, well, we don't have the time. This is a worldwide pandemic, so we need to use an unlicensed product.
Yeah.
They've then also taken away liability for for these products. So the NHS is no longer liable if you react in a bad way.
Oh,
The
wow.
company itself who made the vaccine is no longer liable. Um, and another thing that I read was that so they're changing who can administer it. So it's not only just NHS staff who can administer it now. It's
Hey,
local authorities. So local authorities is your council, your
right,
police,
okay.
that kind of thing.
Police. Did you just say police?
Well, they're local authorities. They haven't specified what local authority.
Okay, can and cannot, but okay.
Do you see what I'm saying? But I'm just saying that we have to really these things and actually think what is actually going on here.
Yeah.
And we're leaving Brexit, and there's no Brexit deal, which is apparently illegal.
I mean, yeah, this is what I say. That
there's things going on under the carpet that are just not getting the media, and it's like we really have to be like looking out for these things.
I know. No, I totally agree. Like, Brexit was a while ago now. We've got no deal, but now we're just focusing on this worldwide pandemic. But then what deals? I know there's a lot of deals and hands being shaken about such and such, and it's just one of those things
Are there? Because we don't know, and these things aren't being highlighted.
I don't trust these man. So, I'll just keep it real. I don't trust these man. So
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. And I mean, it wouldn't be the first time the government have done something that's left us all like jaws wide open.
Yeah. I was going to ask you, if they bring this vaccine in, or no, not if, when they bring this vaccine in, if they say that you can't travel, will you then take the vaccine?
What do you mean? So if they say if you haven't had the vaccine, you can't travel?
Yes. Would you take it?
First and foremost, I'm anti-vaccine. Just to throw that out there, I actually am.
Same, I'm not feeling the vaccine thing, so it's cool. I understand that.
I mean, I'm not trying to say that people shouldn't take it or people should take it, but I'm just saying, me personally, maybe I'll give it a couple years to see how everyone else does on the vaccine before I decide to take it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't know. Genuinely, I don't know. I wouldn't be doing it anytime soon. That's for sure. Maybe I'll watch everyone else get the vaccine, and then 5 years later I'm like, actually I could do a holiday, and actually there's been no deaths. I have friends or family who have taken it, and actually they're okay. And maybe I'll be like, okay, I'm due a holiday, let's go and get a vaccine. But I'm not. I can't speak now because I don't know.
Don't know. Yeah.
I don't know what's gonna happen, and right now, nah. I'm not having it.
I do think it's unfair with the reports that I've seen that they're saying that they want to give it to the elderly and the BAME community first. I think everybody should just get it. I don't think anybody should be exempt.
Is that real? Is that real?
It could be fake news. I'm just putting it out there. I've read that. I've read it with these two. So I'm like, hey. But they did say, but I did hear Boris say something about the BAME community, they want certain people to take it first, innit? And obviously they want a lot of people.
Well, they said that COVID is what do they say? BAME people. I hate that term. Just to throw that out there, I hate it. So they are saying that we are more susceptible to that. Now I don't know why. I don't know if that's because we have underlying health conditions that are more prominent or so they think are more prominent in our culture or in our genetics, even, not culture, sorry. So I don't know if that's got to do with things, like sickle cell or thalassemia or, I don't know. And I think we don't know a lot about this COVID.
I don't agree. I think that I think the vaccine should be given to everybody, and I think that there's anybody out there in the world that thinks that it's okay to say you're gonna go for the brown, Asian, black community and the elderly first.
I guess that
I don't get that. If you've suffered from COVID, then everyone suffered from it. So I don't that little that racist jibe. I don't like that, and I don't like the way everybody's just comfortable to just accept it when it's being said. And it's open. Boris hasn't lied about. They're not lying about it. This is their agenda.
I need to actually see him saying this for myself. I need to do some searching because I didn't know he was actually saying that we need to give it to the BAME and old communities first. But if they are, I can see how they've run the narrative from early by saying that we are being, it is hitting us worse or whatever.
Just like with the numbers.
Our good old countries back home have said, get out of here, man.
That's
That's
it.
all we need to say. Get out of here. I'm not doing it. I'm not your guinea pig.
It's just
I'm
like
not
with
doing it.
it's just like with the NHS. You know, they were saying that obviously a lot of obviously people like in the you know, the African, Caribbean, and Asian communities are dying from COVID who are working for the NHS. But they would have been, because they were the ones that was actively working with they were front line. Do you know what I
Maybe
mean?
you're right, you know. Maybe you're right. I
But
mean,
that doesn't mean that community is more receptible to it. They were the one
yeah,
that those were the communities that was actively helping
maybe it's their
people.
jobs, like you're saying, yeah. So maybe it's their jobs. Maybe it's because we have a lot more care workers from our community. Maybe we have a lot more nurses from our community. You know, maybe actually, like, to be honest, the borough
But that
that I live
doesn't.
in, when I go to the hospital, I see a lot more BAME community working than I do European. Just saying. So actually, yeah, you could be right there. Do you know what I mean? But I
That
think
doesn't
there's
mean
just
he's right. That means they've
so much going on at one time. And I
yeah.
think, like, when you look at history of like at divide and conquer, like if you look at the history of like how Britain or even how other European countries, for lack of a better word, pull the wool over our eyes.
Yeah.
This is how they do it. They feel propaganda. This is happening here, this is happening there, you know, push certain narratives, and then all of a sudden we're like, oh, when did that law come in? Oh, when did that become a thing? Oh, what, have we missed the opportunity to fight against that now? Or you only gave 21 days. Oh, but you never made that public. You know, because that's what they did with
Tough, yeah.
to you know, to giving the vaccines and all that kind of stuff I listed earlier. From, I think it's from September, no, from August, late August, they gave 21 days, which then led into September. But this was not posted all over our
it wasn't public knowledge. Yeah.
outlets like we're hearing about Biden and Trump right now.
No, that's
We didn't know
everywhere.
that they were coming to change these laws and legislations, and that it would be done so quietly under the
Where was
carpet.
the advertisements on YouTube to let man know?
Right. This is what I'm saying. I don't know. So I genuinely, this whole lockdown thing, I feel split. I feel like, is there any point in doing this lockdown? I still kind of feel like it's a partial lockdown. Why are schools still open then? Why are it like what?
That's what I'm saying, man. I just feel like there's a bigger agenda, man.
I feel like it's just partial lockdown. It's not a full lockdown. It's not like martial law, done.
Yeah.
Because literally, let's be honest here, yeah? If there was a whole worldwide pandemic and something is flying around as quick as the flu, you can catch it. It's a virus. It's like a cold. You catch it really quick, right? By doing an actual lockdown for 2 weeks earlier on, when this thing first started, because it takes 2 weeks to breed, right? To breed and grow and become.
I'm not so knowledgeable on this thing because I don't really believe into it. I haven't done super research. I'm a lot more.
Well, they say you're contagious.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, things keep changing, so this is the issue as well. Like, things actually keep changing as we find out more about this thing, or as we find out more about this thing. So who knows what the scientists know? Who knows what, you know? Because a lot of scientists have gone against what the governments are saying. But anyway, that's not stuff. So basically, they said that you're contagious in the first 2 weeks. That's why you quarantine for 2 weeks. But yet you could get your symptoms later than you've caught it. You could get your symptoms, like it's all different. So anyway, if we did do a lockdown, like a proper lockdown, complete lockdown, schools as well, you know, and had specific measures for using shopping places, then actually maybe we could have gotten rid of it quick.
But we did that though in the beginning, though.
Lockdown business doesn't make sense to me. When the parents are all queuing up outside to go and get their kids, and your kids are then mingling with like 300 other kids, really necessary.
So last question, yeah. How long do you think lockdown is gonna last? Because they've said 4 weeks, but then you've got the chance.
Do we really think it's gonna be 4 weeks?
But now furlough's been extended till March, so
more likely we're gonna be extended, isn't it? More than likely.
Yeah, people, let us know as well, man, in the comments.
Yeah, let us know what you think.
Let us know what you think
on all of this. Like, how do you feel about lockdown? Do you feel like me? Is it too much of a partial lockdown? Do you think it's going to make a difference? Do you think it's too late? Do you think we're not listening to our site? Let us know what you think, because
Yeah, man. Even for
I
those
think
that are
there's a lot
working
of
at
people
home.
out here who don't even know what to think. Yeah.
We'll leave it there, I think, on that topic there.
Right.
Yeah. All right, people.
Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you leave your comments below. Like, subscribe, and all that jazz. Find me on Instagram at Miss Charlie somewhere.
No doubt. UK ISN, you guys, you know what to do. Like, share, subscribe. And please, man, drop some comments in. Peace.